Hello and welcome to today's show. Later on, we are going to be joined by the fabulous Becky James, who has a wonderful project to show us using the Gorjuss stamps. I can't wait.
But before that, I wanted to give you a really close-up look at a sneaky peek of something that's going to be in the March magazine. Now, this is a beautiful wedding bouquet, as you can see, that's been created by Sarah Linda. And she's used our beautiful capsule collection buttons. They're from the Spots and Stripes pastel with beautiful pearls and crochet flowers that she's included there, which are from the Papermania Vintage Notes collection. So that's pretty stunning, I would say.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Fantastic.
Right, are we ready for Becky?
I think so. Let's bring her in.
Come on, Becky.
Hello, girls. How are you?
Good.
Right, so what is this?
Well, this is a necklace that I've made. I'm going to be showing you today how to make the ceramic effect tile here with a bit of crackle glaze and some paint and stamps and inks and things like that. And then,
so it's going to be really messy.
yes,
Oh,
I like to get messy with
Brilliant.
my crafting. So
Right.
there you go.
Fantastic.
Right.
Okay, well, I'll disappear and I'll leave you two to it.
That's it.
Okay.
Good.
Excellent. First thing I've done is I've actually started off, this is a 6 by 4 centimetre piece of cardboard. It's actually the back of an A4 pad, so
Brilliant.
perfect base, nice and strong. And I've painted it with Artie's titanium gold metallic acrylic paint.
Lovely.
Lots of layers so that you've got a nice lustre. So just keep going
Fantastic.
until you're happy with your coverage there. Now what I did with that was actually to layer on one layer of Artie's crackle medium. Now when you do that, do it in one direction and then let it dry for about an hour and a half.
Okay.
I like to let it dry naturally. You can speed it up with a heat gun, but I
If you're a bit impatient.
yeah, but I prefer to let it dry naturally.
Good.
And then what you do is you paint over. Now I've used vanilla bean here, and you paint over with acrylic paint, and all you do in the opposite direction to the layer, the brush marks that you use for the crackle medium, you paint that on and just one coat. So
Okay.
just paint that over. And again, you leave that to one side. I usually leave it for 2 to 3 hours. And as it dries, what actually happens is those crackles appear.
That's when we get the cracks coming.
Exactly.
Good.
So that's
lovely.
So from there, what I've actually done is I've stamped our little Gorjuss character onto here, and I've used black Artiste pigment ink and clear embossed it.
She looks great.
So what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to move to my brush markers.
These are the Artiste markers.
They are.
Good, good.
Yeah, and I'm going to use the brush marker end, and I'm going to work the ink directly onto the surface and then blend it across with my finger.
Okay.
And as you can see, you get a nice soft sort of look to it. And
We're working under lights, of course,
Yeah.
so you probably get a little bit more time at home to blend this.
Absolutely. But you get a nice soft effect. And if you work from the outside in, you get that highlight down the centre of the face as well.
Perfect. Makes
Now-
it nice and 3D.
Yeah, and it's just a nice little tip really for any of your colouring, to be honest with you. Now I'm going to just add a slightly darker pink around the edges and again blend that in. Now you may look at this and think this is quite bright, but a little bit later on when I apply the glaze, it dampens the colours down a little bit. So
So we want to go for a bolder look to start with. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
And again, I'm going to do a similar sort of thing with her body. And I'm going to colour, first of all, with this one, because the soft yellow is quite soft, I'm going to colour all the way over, straight over with this. And I'm going to follow the same sort of technique with the, thank
There you go. I knew you got that one next.
With the deep yellow, as in going right just to the edges with it and blending that in. Now, if I was making a card, I would go with this now.
Yeah.
Because I don't need to protect it.
No.
But we're going to be making a necklace with this. So what I want to do is just to protect the surface. And I'm going to do that with a little bit of liquid gloss that we're just going to drizzle over
brilliant.
the top.
Oh, we seem to have a question from a viewer.
Oh!
So if we can, while you're doing that, I'll read it out for you. I've had a question from Danthy in West Yorkshire. And she says she's got some really nice big background stamps, but she doesn't know how to use them. She says she's having trouble getting a really good impression. She'd love to know your top tips.
Right,
How
okay.
can you help her?
Right, Well, it's a couple of things really that I use for stamping, which for me are general stamping techniques and top tips, but will definitely help with those larger stamps. And the first thing that I like to have is a nice sturdy surface underneath me, because if you've got a surface that's rocking, then that's not going to help give you a nice impression with your stamps. Definitely. The other thing is to match your stamp to the size of your acrylic block if you're using an unmounted stamp, because if you use one that's too big, it can rot on the bits where there's nothing.
That's often a problem with, like, if you've got a little tiny stamp as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing is, when I'm working with a large stamp like that, I always hold it down in the centre with one hand, and then I work my way around, applying pressure around so that it doesn't rock. Yeah, that's exactly. And then I apply the pressure in the centre as well, and then usually I get a perfect impression, especially with those large stamps. Now then, what I've done is I've coated this with liquid gloss, and if you've got any bubbles, just use a cocktail stick to get rid of them.
That's perfect.
Right, so I now have got a finished one over here, which has had plenty of drying time.
I'll show them a little bit.
You can do. And we're going to attach this now to the main necklace. And just so that you know, what I've done is I've popped the glaze tile onto a large piece of that cardboard that I used earlier, covered it with some paper, and popped some of the iconic black and white stripes from the Gorjuss range,
craft tape.
From the pattern craft tape, and we've just set an eyelet so that we've got it ready to hang off our necklace.
Perfect. Now, the rest of your necklace, some of these bits obviously are gorgeous. You've got some brads there. We're also using it with some of the Paper Mania chronology range. So this isn't in the Gorjuss collection, but it does go really nicely together, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. And I've already layered some of the elements up. I've got the screw brads, the keys, the clock faces and things like that.
Brilliant.
Before I put this all together, I'm going to just add a couple of these gorgeous, actually let's hold those up, there you go.
Appropriately named.
Gorgeous,
they really are.
These Gorjuss range brads. So what we're going to do is just pop a couple of these onto the cogs.
Brilliant.
So very easy, you just pop those through. And I'm popping these onto the copper cogs so that you have that sort of two-tone effect.
Yeah, that mix is really on trend, isn't it?
Yeah. And I'm just going to give that a press down. It makes sure you've got a nice flat back, because you don't want anybody wearing it to
nice and smooth
end up with anything that's going to catch them. So let's open that up and pop that there. And I think they work beautifully with this range.
It looks great together.
Yeah. Now, when I've made this necklace as well, I've just put a couple of jump rings together there so that I've got something that I can fit through my bail. And this is from the Cousin Mixed Bail set, and it's the copper one that I've chosen. And I just...
That goes really well, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I just took that whole... Just bear with me. I just took that through there. There we go. And then you just pop the pendant there, clip that in place.
Oh, that's
so
simple.
That's it. And there you go. There is your finished pendant and necklace.
Oh, I think that might be coming home with me.
That's okay. I've got another one, so you can have that one if you want it.
If you get your hands on the Gorjuss range and you create something using the collection, or indeed if you create any jewellery projects, we'd really love to see them. And you can email us at tv@docrafts.com. Talking of Becky's project, if you're a Creativity Club member, you can grab the step-by-steps on making the entire project and nice close-up photos and so on as well, so you can really see the detail exclusively in the Creativity Club. So if you're a member, pop on over and take a look. Right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So until next time, happy crafting.